Hi everyone, my name is Erica Shepik. I'm a new member of Team MVP for the 2019 season, and I'm here today to unbox my first team shipment. I've got a large box of discs, a large box that I'm guessing contains a bag, and I have not even touched the tape to open them, so this is very exciting. It's all first looks for me, so I'm going to bring that to you today. I've got myself seated here in this weird little corner of my house. I couldn't pick a great area to film, so I decided to do it in front of this shelf where I have a bunch of my Star Wars collection. I'm a huge nerd, love my Star Wars video games, books, movies, all of it. I love Star Wars so much I even named my dog Chewbacca, and believe it or not, he might love Frisbees more than I do. Let's see if I can get him up here. Come in. Here he is. This is a little Chewbacca. Well, he's not that little. But he loves Frisbees, wishes he could come with me to play disc golf all the time, but he wants me to throw his Frisbee instead of my own. So, let's open some boxes. You ready, Chew? Frisbees? Frisbees? Let's go. Since I was able to get another bag this year with my team order, I decided to go with the Voyager Pro. I already have the Voyager. I keep it inside a Zuka cart, and I love that bag. It fits perfectly in the cart. But this year I'm hoping to do some more traveling, maybe go to some courses where it's not as cart friendly, so I went with the Voyager Pro bag. Got that sitting here in this box, and I'm really excited to be able to have another bag. I have to yank it out of my cart. So let's open up this box and see what it looks like. Proof that I haven't even opened them yet. See if I can work this safety knife and not cut myself. Oh gosh, oh boy. Ah. It's going real well. Didn't leave myself much room in this corner. Alright, yes it is a bag. Bag. I should not take up singing. Got the bag I wanted. I'm really excited to get to use this. Hoping to take it with me on some flights this year as I travel more to play. And now for the main event. I was allowed to select the mold, 5-gram weight range, and the plastic type. So all the colors are mystery, so that's going to be real exciting to see what I got. So let's go ahead and open it up. Again, attempt not to hurt myself with this knife that's intended for your own safety, but somehow seems even more dangerous. Again, hadn't cut this before. Surprise! It's a big box that contains 2 more boxes. Let's see if I can get these out in the tiny space I gave myself. So I've been throwing MVP since 2011 and all MVP bags since 2017, so I've gotten to test a lot of the molds that I've wanted to really hone down my bag for the most part to what I really like. So I don't have very many new discs in here, lots of current favorites and different plastics and molds to test out. So I'll open the fuller of the 2 boxes first. Maybe I will open it. There we go. Ooh, I see a swirly rim in here. That's going to be a good one. Alright. I have no idea if this is organized in any way. Alright, first one is an electron volt. This is one of the few new molds for me. I used to throw the volt when I first started throwing MVP, but it was max weight and it wasn't really that good for me. So I picked up a 164 electron volt to give a try. Got an atom. This is a pretty cool peachy orange color. I like them in the soft plastic. I like majority of my mids and putters in the 170 and up range. So this is above 170. Alright, next up, an Eclipse Envy, the Glow Envy. I recently picked one up when they were new releases, really liked it, figured I'd get another one. Ooh, a nice ice blue to clear matrix. Really like the matrix for driving and upshots. I did get this one a lighter weight. I'm going to give the 165 gram a go. This one's super flat, so this one will be fun to test out. I ordered 2 proton spins. The neutron spin isn't in release yet, so I went with this one. This is an amazing disc. Reach for this thing a lot. I'm really glad to have 2 more to try. This blue one is really pretty. The other matrix I asked for was a neutron. This one's a really pretty lavender. This one's a heavier one in 174. Also pretty flat, so it'll be pretty cool to test out between this lighter proton and this heavy neutron, which one I like more, or maybe I'll keep them both in my bag. Other putters. I got the Particle to test out as a throwing putter. I really like the Envy, and rumor has it the Particle is kind of its more overstable cousin, although potentially slightly slower, I think. Brightest Proxy ever. The Proxy is one of my go-to off the tee putters. I do use it for approaches quite a bit. Needed another one, and I don't think I will ever lose this one, which is good. Oh, I forgot. 2 Proxies. Another Envy, this time in the neutron plastic. I throw them a lot, so there's a chance I'll beat it in or lose it, so it's always good to have more. Got some mids left in here. So we have an orange on orange theory. Currently have the proton theory, but in general, proton's not always my favorite driving plastic, so I decided to try some other theory plastics. This neutron should be a good one to give a go, 170. Oh, this is a mid I was really waiting to try out. This was the 2018 Circuit Challenge Plasma Axis. I have an Axis. I love it. It is probably the nastiest looking disc in my bag, but I love it, and I really wanted to give the plasma plastic a try. Got a nice sea foam, and it is heavy. It's 169, 179, so that should be interesting. The last mid in this box is one of my new favorite discs, and it is actually the Streamline brand, which is still MVP. It's their single mold. It's the Runway, the overstable disc. I never really clicked the deflector. This thing came out and I have loved it. Really cool green color here. I'm going to be real excited to have a backup one of these, because if I lost it now, my game would be ruined. So let's move on. I've got another Streamline disc in here, the Drift, which is a fairway driver. Neutron plastic. This one's a 164, pretty domey. Now come the Insanities. Maybe I found 2 of them. More Insanities. This one's already my favorite, a nice mint green orange. 166, 166, 164, 160. So a little bit of weight range variety. It'll be fun to test these out. Currently throw the Insanity in plasma. It'll be really interesting to see how I like the neutron plastic. Hoping this one's a winner because it looks really cool. Running over. Alright. This really pretty pink Fireball. The Fireball is a disc I keep in my bag. Don't use it often, but it's very overstable, and it's just something I know I need, and whenever I do need to use it, it's been reliable. It does exactly what I wanted, so I wanted another one. Kind of on the same line is the Resistor, another overstable, this time fairway driver. Again, not a disc I reach for a ton, but a very important disc to have in my bag. I did get this one a little bit lighter, 157, so maybe I'll be able to shape a few more shots out of it. Next up, I'll do this Orbital, really pretty baby blue. It is a 168 gram. This is another disc that doesn't get a ton of use, but when it does get its moments to shine, it's very good. It's a very understable, higher speed driver, distance driver. I'm glad to have it in my bag and another one to play around with. Alright, now I have some waves here. This nice yellow one, and then gray. This one's wonderful. I really hope I can put this one in my bag. We've got 157 and 163. Excited to get more to really test out, find a good weight that I like. Neutron Defy and 155. This is pretty light, but this is another more overstable disc, very similar to a Photon if you're familiar with that disc. So it'd be interesting to try this one out, see what it's like. I haven't thrown a Defy in quite a while. Got a blue with plasma rim virus here, which means it's lighter weight. This one's a 152, and this one could potentially be something for rollers, real tight wooded shots, flip ups, things like that. Got a Neutron Wrath in 160. The Wrath is a, for me, fairly overstable, straight to stable disc. It fights wind really well. I can forehand it well. And so it's one of those discs just gotta have around. One of my main go-to distance drivers is the Vanish, so I grabbed multiples of that disc in a variety of weights. Got this blue one in 165. This is the swirly rim, might be hard to pick up on camera. Lighter in 157. This will probably be really good. Hyzer Flip one, tailwinds. 161 and 162. So one slightly heavier one and then some lighter ones that'll be fun to play around with. And that is one box. All right, time for box number 2. Five minutes after I struggle with this dang knife. All right. Looks like I've got some more atoms in here. I thought I ordered more than one. This will be a nice one to cycle in as I continue to beat up the current ones I use. Also ordered some Electron Envies. Got both of these in the 170s. I will use these to putt on windier days, but I do use them for mostly approach shots, especially if I want to stick near the green, sometimes for longer putts. Got a white fission Tesla. I used to throw the Tesla a few years ago, then discovered the Wrath and really enjoyed it, so I decided to give this one another go, let those two discs battle it out. Also got a Fission Volt. As I said earlier, I used to throw the Volt. It was too heavy, it wasn't really a good fit for me, so I decided to try it in the Fission Plastic. Speaking of fission, six Fission Photons. Another one of my go-to drivers. Decided to try 3 different weight ranges for this one to kind of see which one I like, different wind conditions, all of that. So I've got 163 red, 164 pink. Really like this color, but I might lose it. 158. This is also another really great color, also 158. Ooh, nice salmon pink, 154. And another pretty green in 153. I'm really excited to get to try out all of these. Fission Photons disappeared from the market for a little while. There was a high demand, so I made sure to stock up for myself, and I decided to give a few different weight ranges I haven't tried a go. Some more mids. This really pretty white plasma proxy. I currently only throw it in the Neutron, so I wanted to give another plastic a go. Also got a Plasma Theory, kind of same thing, already have it, want to try new plastics. Two Plasma Waves, 2 different weight ranges to try these out. The Plasma Servo. This is a disc I discovered earlier this year and love it. It's a fairway driver. I used to throw the Crave, and I felt like I had to work so hard with the Crave. I started throwing the Plasma Servo, and it just does what I want to every time. I can throw it consistently backhand. I've gotten pretty good with it forehand. So I'm excited to have a few more. I got 161, 167, and 168. Final disc. Slime Vanish. This is a 163. This will be a fun one, kind of in between my current ideal 2 weight ranges. So it'll be fun to see what one right in the middle does for me. And that is the end of my shipment. Thank you for watching. Sorry if it was a little long as I rambled on about each disc and what I like to do. Hopefully I'll have some updates soon in the bag, what discs make it into the bag, if I like some of the new weights, new molds I picked up, new plastics. My name is Erica Shepik. I am horrible at this. Are there frisbees in here? Are there frisbees? Open it, it's your usual, can fit probably, I don't actually know how many discs this thing can fit. A lot. Don't really know where to put this bag while I talk about it, but